This week, the Biden administration said it will begin distributing millions of test kits to schools in an effort to keep them open. This as more campuses across the country are closing their doors because of the Omicron surge. KCRA3's Christopher Salas is live in our Washington bureau with more. Christopher, good morning.
Leticia, good morning. This has become a priority for the Biden administration, and while most schools are still open, parent activist groups I spoke with say they are concerned about additional learning loss if more schools go remote. The Omicron variant reigniting the debate over schooling.
We need virtual learning options to ensure that students can get the education that they need, while also making sure that there are no one at risk.
In the past week, students in several major cities have walked out of class, saying they're not safe as pediatric hospitalizations hit record highs. And some school districts have asked parents to step in and teach as staff called out sick. But parent activists like Brian Walsh say remote learning has done its own damage.
You can imagine how challenging it probably is for speech therapists and physical therapists to do their work over Zoom.
Walsh says he's concerned his special needs son Leo may never recover after falling behind during the pandemic.
We're doing everything in our power now to try and catch him up.
And a recent study from the National Bureau of Economic Research shows how much academic progress was stunted during the pandemic.
There are quite significant drops in test scores relative to the last pre-pandemic test year, which was 2019.
Dr. Emily Oster co-authored the paper looking at 12 states. Test scores in math fell 14%, reading scores 6%, according to the study. Oster says the impact was greater in schools with more remote learning and a higher percentage of Black and Hispanic students.
It is sort of simultaneously the case that districts with more vulnerable students are less likely to be in person, and they suffer more in terms of their test scores from not being in person.
And a United Nations report estimates students globally could lose up to $17 trillion in lifetime earnings due to learning loss. Leticia.
And Christopher, with more testing expected at schools, what does the CDC say about test to stay policies at this point?
Yeah, Leticia, the agency says this is an alternative to traditional quarantine. And what it's intended to do is if a student is exposed to a COVID positive person, they would get tested at least twice at the beginning of that exposure and then 5 to 7 days after the exposure. And the idea is that if the student tests negative and they're asymptomatic, they can stay in school as long as they wear a mask and they socially distance. The CDC says anyone who tests positive should isolate from school for at least 5 full days.
Good to know, Christopher. Thank you for the update this morning. A new CDC study says COVID-19 patients who are white were more likely to receive an antibody treatment for the virus compared to those in racial and ethnic minority groups. That research looked at more than 800,000 COVID-19 patients reported into a national clinical research network between March of 2020 and August of 2021. Well, roughly 4% of white patients got that monoclonal antibody treatment a month. It was lower for others. For Black patients, 2.8%. 2.2% for Asian patients, and less than 2% for Hispanic patients. Researchers say the disparities might be a result of systemic factors such as inadequate insurance coverage, lack of a primary care provider, among other issues as well. In the Bay Area, one county is under fire after nearly $7 million worth of personal protective equipment and cleaning supplies were damaged in recent rainstorms. This happened after they were left outside for months. San Mateo County officials acknowledged the disaster, saying, quote, "It clearly was a mistake by the county." The county plans to hire an investigator to figure out how the items were left outside since mid-September. The equipment included PPE like non-medical grade isolation gowns, sterile gowns, face shields, goggles, as well as cleaning supplies such as bleach and mop buckets. A tennis star has lost his court case over his vaccination status. Novak Djokovic will not be allowed to defend his title in the Australian Open and faces deportation. The hearing was Djokovic's last attempt to try to stay in the country, despite having his visa revoked twice over COVID vaccination status. The court ultimately sided with Australia's immigration minister, who revoked the visa over concerns that Djokovic's presence could raise anti-vaccine sentiments.
This is not an appeal against the decision of the executive government. It is an application to the court as a separate arm of government, being the Commonwealth Judicial Branch, to review the decision of a member of the executive.
The tennis star had his visa canceled for the second time on Friday on grounds of good order and public safety. Djokovic is facing a return to detention pending deportation on the eve of the Australian Open Grand Slam. The Beijing Olympics are less than 3 weeks away, but now the city has reported its first Omicron case. Health officials say the patient had not recently traveled outside of the city. Authorities have sealed off the neighborhood where the person lives and has begun mass testing for the population. So far, 7 cities in China have reported Omicron cases, putting 20 million people under strict lockdowns. Britain says it will no longer require fully vaccinated travelers to get tested for COVID-19. The transport minister is in favor of ending the testing system for those who are fully vaccinated in time for the February break. According to a report, a formal announcement on the change in guidance is expected to take place on January 26th.